For over 105 years, this field right behind me has been home to multiple baseball games, football, and much more. Frozen Fenway has been around for many years, but for the first time in its history, the Frozen Fenway will have high school games in addition to the college games that they usually provide. Tonight, the Burlington High School Red Devils face against the Arlington Spy Ponders in the MIA Endowment game, this time at Fenway Park. And good evening, everyone, and welcome to America's oldest ballpark, Fenway Park, here in Boston, Massachusetts, as your Burlington High School Red Devils take on the Arlington Spy Ponders in this edition of Frozen Fenway 2017. Hi, everybody. Phil Arcaro, alongside our camera guys, Robert Paris and Brendan Lucas, as we nearly get set for this great game. We have marching bands on both sides of the stands. We have fans from all across Arlington and Burlington to celebrate this occasion here. It's the first time that high schools have been allowed to play here at Fenway Park for ice hockey. It's around 50 degrees right now at around 5:30. On this lovely 11th day of January in 2017, as both teams will get set for warm-ups and the national anthem as it will be about to start. So a little bit of background for you. Burlington coming into this game 2-3 with a loss to Hingham last week. Arlington coming into this one 5-1, so they are clearly the bigger player here. And this will most likely not be like the lopsided victory Burlington received against Arlington last year. That was a 7-1 victory at Ed Burns Arena. Starting lineups coming up right here. Starting lineups coming in a moment right here. You're watching BHS Hockey on BCAT. Before 2017, Fenway, this 105-year-old ballpark, has never hosted a high school hockey game. Now in 2017, that is finally come true. Hello everybody, Phil Arcaro alongside Brendan Lucas and Robert Paris as we get set to play Burlington High School facing off against the Arlington Spy Ponders here at America's oldest ballpark, Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts. Very prestigious honor for both teams, as this is the first year that either team has been in the frozen Fenway facility. So here we have both Arlington and Burlington's marching bands playing as gets set to play. Number 18 for the Spy Ponders, Pete Sheshereg, and number 12, Ryan O'Connor, set to face the puck drop, ceremonial puck drop, as they get the puck drop underway. And a great job by both Sheshereg and O'Connor. Ryan O'Connor coming back just after an injury, as he was injured earlier in the year, or in the new year. And again, both teams already set to play here. Like you mentioned before, the Devils coming into this one 2-3. The Spy Ponders coming in 5-1 on the year so far. An interesting tale of events here, as we have a team of mostly juniors and seniors. Same with Burlington as well, and they'll get the pucks underway. And starting lineups for Burlington: number 4, Connor DeSharnis; number 6, Joe Bartolami; at forward, number 12, Ryan O'Connor; on defense, number 16, Pat O'Halloran; also at forward, number 17, Riley Gilberg; and in goal for the Red Devils, number 30, Paul Barbieri, as we are set to see puck drop on the face-off of Sheshereg and O'Connor. Ponders win the draw as we are underway for this one. DeSharnis picks a backhander as the Ponders bring it up. It's Sheshereg, and that's a turnover. Here's Bartolami trying to get something going, but that one is no good. It's battled on in the near side corner where where the official will stop play. 14:40 to go in the first period, and a great 20 seconds underway already in this one, as the Ponders and the Devils still tied at 0. Face-off will be to the right of the Arlington goaltender. Not too sure who that is. We don't see his number. A little confusion on the face-off here once again. And already we see someone in the penalty box, number 19, Kevin Ouellette, in the sin bin early in this one, as it's brought up to the point. Bonanno makes it ahead. That one stopped and goes wide left. At the point now, it gets it ahead. That's trickled down on the boards. A little battle for it in the far side corner. Forrester trying to get at it. Here's a shot. That one blocked by the Arlington defense, and now the Devils trying to chase here once again. Forrester, that one didn't connect, as Ryan O'Halloran skates it up. Ryan O'Halloran in the far side wing. Ahead for Bonanno. Fires a shot. That one blocked, and a save made by Jack Pinard, the starting Arlington goaltender for tonight. He's been impressive so far these last 2 years in goal, as he made the stop there shorthanded. Face off to the left of Pinard as we're underway for this face-off. Bonanno at the left, or rather right point here. Bonanno shoots. That one blocked by Pinard. Rebound again. That one blocked once again by Pinard. He was nearly all alone in the empty net. That one again stopped by Pinard. Puck goes down towards the ice where Pat O'Halloran will pick it up. O'Halloran ahead for Sean Casey. That one couldn't connect to him. Goes all the way down the ice. No icing called, as there wasn't already an Arlington player on the ice. Here's Bonanno trying to get coast to coast, and that's a turnover. Ponders trying to get their first scoring chance, but denied by the Burlington defense. 13-10 to go in this first period, and no score here early in this one. Here's Russo skating at center. But Casey back to Russo again. That's behind Pinard. As Metzorf shoots, that one blocked by Pinard. Rebound was And nearly batted in by a Burlington player, but looks like number 10, Ryan Ouellette, makes the stop. We're even strength here, 12:43 to go in this one as the Ponders pick it up here once again. That's Bridges. He gets it back to his own teammate. Cross-ice pass nearly turned over. Bridges got a hold of that one, but again, the Spy Ponders putting on a whole lot of pressure here. Maskey making a move here. That one turned over once again as Pinard tried to play the puck but does not get to it. Here's De La Santa with it. Behind the net, De La Santa looks for someone to pass it to. Gets it to Bridges near the blue line. Bridges almost lost it in the zone. He keeps it in as that one is nearly lost by an Arlington player, and they'll bring it up once again. 11:50 to go in this one. Still a 0-0 game as a big hit by Kyle Forrester sends the puck almost flying all the way down the rink, and now here come the Ponders. And Barbieri makes that stop. So Joe Barbieri getting his first save of the day as neither team has had any shots on goal. We'll take a face-off here to the right of Paul Barbieri. Gilberg in on the face-off for Burlington with Mazzy behind him. Looks like the Devils win the draw. Here's Mazzy once again behind the net over to Hanley. Hanley nearly had it out in front, but it goes back to Bartolome, who couldn't catch up with it. So a little bit of zone time here for the Ponders as they make their way. Here's Bartolome. That one nearly dropped in front. And Timon will get the pass from Barbieri. The newcomer, one of the newcomers on this team, has a big hit on the Devils as Gilberg weaves away through the defense. Gilberg wraparound try, and that one is blocked ahead. Here's a shot on the one-timer, and that one is blocked in front by Pinard as they'll battle for it in the near side corner once again. Here's Leosa behind the net, clears it out the zone as Barbieri nearly stopped play, but he plays the puck anyway. Here's a great pass, a shot, save Pinard as he nearly weaved his way through, and it's dropped. Ryan O'Halloran gets dropped near the line as we'll see some pushing and shoving from them. Ponders try and get it back up to center. Blocked up by Burlington defense as they move it up. Sheshareg, that one turned over as looks like someone is offsides. Or a penalty, either that or a penalty is called. We're not too sure. We'll see if someone goes into the sin bin. More often than not, I think it's going to be. It is. It's going to be a Spy Ponder goes into the box, and once again, it's Kevin Ouellette for the second time. We're not even 5 minutes into the period. He goes for the sin bin for the second time tonight. Face off. Initially won by the Devils. It's brought down near center ice as we'll nearly get a breakaway. And they do. Here's a shot from the top of the slot ahead for Mick Curran as he couldn't connect it. Bonanno out of the far side corner. Bonanno ahead for Hartling as that one is bobbled up around as Casey tries to put it for Russo. Russo nearly got it out, but has to race in time to get it. Casey goes behind the net, ahead for Russo. Russo over to Bonanno. Bonanno at the point. Bonanno waits, shoots. That one blocked as O'Halloran still battling for it in the blue line. And that one is turned over, and that will be a played puck, as never know when you want to call icings too soon. That one turned over near the Arlington blue line as that one backhanded away. Bonanno gets it first. Bonanno hits it down the zone where it'll be picked up by a Spy Ponder. It goes coast to coast all the way down, and Barbieri says no, play on. Scrum out in the near side corner, where it's picked up by Ryan O'Halloran again. Ryan O'Halloran, who has 2 goals on the season so far, both of them against Woburn. O'Halloran shoots that one blocked to the right of Pinard, as they'll scramble for it out in front. As a Burlington player gets buried, Forrester recovers and keeps it alive for Burlington. Not before the Spy Ponders answer back, and they still play the puck. Arlington again coming into this game 5-1, Burlington 2-3. Now here comes Ryan O'Halloran. O'Halloran ahead, a shot blocked by Pinard and a save made by him as well, as a 2-on-1 was denied by Pinard. Joe Barbieri trying to pat it away there as he heads it up. Here's O'Halloran again. O'Halloran backhander, that one blocked, nearly blocked by Spy Ponder. A shot by Barbieri, that one turned over, and the Spy Ponders answer right back, and that puck goes out of play. 7:34 remaining in this first period, still a 0-0 tie as we'll get some chippiness coming off both sides. Face-off, won by Casey. It's brought up by O'Halloran on the right wing. O'Halloran gets behind the net. As that's battled for once again. The Ponders pick it up. There's nearly a one-on-one. That one just goes off the glass, on the netting, and out of play. 7:17 remaining in this first period. Still 0-0. As both sides will try and make a scoring opportunity here. Forrester and Shesharek on the face-off again. As that one is turned over. That goes all the way down, wide left of Barbieri. O'Halloran nearly gets it turned over, but it goes behind that to Desharnais. Desharnais with Bertolami. Bertolami, a little bit of confusion out near the half wall as they'll still battle for it in the near side corner. Arlington makes the shot and Barbieri makes the stop. Desharnais ahead for Bertolami, and again it's battled for as the Ponders getting it out at center here. Barbieri still playing the puck as there's some pushing and shoving. There's a near turnover by Shesharek. That one doesn't go. He's buried and out the right point. And now here comes Gilbert, weaving his way through center ice. Gilbert shoots that one off the glass and out of play, as that was a great scoring opportunity by Riley Gilbert. Sean Casey right off the bench, and we're going to get an offsides here with 6:07 remaining in the first period. Very supportive section of fans from both sides. We'll see a face-off to the right of Barbieri once again. Sean Casey, Forrester and Shesharek most likely will have a go at it once again. That's Jeff Russo for Burlington. Face-off won by the Ponders as they still battle for in the half wall. Here's a shot from the slot. That one just off the mark and off the glass as the Ponders move it up here once again. A penalty on Bertolami here, 5-on-4. Here's a shot. That one again off the glass. Here's a shot once again. Faking the shot is number 7. That's Jeff McDonald. McDonald moves it up here for Piggott, Brandon Piggott. Behind the net, here's a shot. That one saved by Barbieri. As that one is handed to his glove. 5:27 to go in the first period, as we still have a 0-0 tie at Fenway Park for Frozen Fenway. Just tuning in, I'm Phil Arcarb alongside Brendan Lucas and Robert Paris as the Burlington Red Devils take on the Arlington Spy Ponders at Frozen Fenway here at Fenway Park. Here's a shot. That one blocked as a hit by a Red Devil as they'll make a move here. Ponders simply out shooting the Devils in basically every other, in any way they can. Use a shot. That one's gloved down by Barbieri. That's the first time we've seen him do that this game, as he's mostly played the puck for some time now. Still 5:01 to go in the first period. And again, the face-off won by Burlington. Bonanno makes it free. Is a shot. Scores! Wow! Not too sure who it was. It looks like it's Dana Keneally with the goal. Shot. We're going to see the replay in just a second, if we can. Here it is, right off the face-off. Battle for in the boards as he gets it away, and he just shoots one and just goes past the pads of Paul Barbieri. A heartbreaking first goal if you're Paul Barbieri. 4:50 to play in this first period. Still 1-0 Arlington. Off a Keneally shot that went past the pads of Barbieri and into the back of the net. Ponders win the draw once again. 2-on-1 opportunity blocked in front by a Devil. And now here comes Ryan O'Halloran. Ryan O'Halloran shoots. Stopped by Pinard as that was a 2-on-1 developing. As Metzdorf trying to weave his way through center. Metzdorf, that one turned over. Here's a chance. A shot blocked by Barbieri as Keneally nearly got another one for the Spy Ponders. Bridges nearly turned that one over as it's flipped up by Metzdorf. Metzdorf at center. Metzdorf shoots. That one blocked by Pinard. Nobody home for that one to go in. See some chippiness in the near side corner as Ryan O'Halloran initially got the puck, but was blocked by the defense for the Spy Ponders. Battled for out in front, and here's a breakaway opportunity for the Ponders, but that one is called off, and the whistle is blown. 3:45 to play in this first period. 1-0 Spy Ponders off a Dana Keneally shot from the right circle that went past the pads of Barbieri. Low glove side for those of you who missed that goal at home. Drew Metzdorf trying to get the puck away here as that's cleared all the way down. Ponders move it up again. Nearly turned over by Barbieri as a chance for the Devils, but too many people stuffing his way through. There's a shot, again blocked. That was a wraparound attempt initially. Barbieri ahead for Gilbert. Back for Barbieri as he's brought down in front. Loose puck goes to Savage. And he clears it that way. Bonanno on the far side corner. Nearly gets the puck. It's still pinned along the boards as Bonanno recovers. Casey, it's a shot. That one blocked in front. Rebound again, nearly chased away as that was a one-timer from the right slot. Or excuse me, the right point, excuse me. Barbieri recovers that one. Over to Bonanno. Bonanno with some moves here. Bonanno over to Casey, a shot. That one blocked by Pinard. As, again, pushing and shoving, Casey just falls down. As we see in the Fenway scoreboard. 2:27 remaining in this first period. 1-0 Spy Ponders going into this one. Here's a shot. That one rang off the post. Metzdorf nearly got one for the Devils. That is either the best sound or the worst sound in hockey, pinging that one off the post. And now here comes the Ponders once again. It's Ouellette. Ouellette moving on in. Ouellette, backhand a shot. That one just off as he recovers his own rebound, and it goes behind the net. Here's a wraparound try again, as Bertolami nearly gets that one. Still poked around. There's a shot. That one out in the slot again. Loose puck at the left circle. There's a one-timer. That one blocked in front, out off the glass and into the glove of Paul Barbieri. 1:40 remaining in this first period, as Ponders still holding on to a 1-0 lead over the Burlington Red Devils. Ponders nearly get it away, but a miscommunication sets it up. Here's Gilbert behind the net. That one gloved down by Pinard. Because of that, we'll see a face-off. To the right of Jack Pinard. Face-off looks like it was won by the Devils. Nearly put out in front. Still battled for in the half wall as the Ponders try and skate with it. That one cleared out. Here's Hartling. Metzdorf nearly got that one, but it was blocked by a Spy Ponder, as giving chase for the Devils was Matt Tyan. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Still 1-0 lead for the Spy Ponders. And that one turned over once again as Bertolami gets it up at center. Nobody home for Burlington out in the Burlington offensive zone. Bernard will make the stop with his glove. 45.8 seconds to go. Still 1-0 Arlington. On the face-off, it's Frankie Bonanno and number 13, Mick Curran. Curran wins the draw. It's nearly brought up ahead. DeSharnis blocked it out at center. Bonanno with 35 seconds to go. He's a shot that went off the glass by Casey, and that one goes out of play. 30 seconds remaining in the first period, and a pretty darn good one at Fenway Park. Very exciting when you see your team play in a venue that you don't usually see them in. Here's DeSharnis, that one off the boards, as that one is dived for, and now Russo chips it out in the zone. Piggott ices it down. That's an icing against the Spy Ponders. We'll see another face-off again to the right of Pinard. 17.3 left in this first period. Still 1-0. Okay. Backhand goes around as that's cleared out of the zone. 12 seconds to go. They need at least one shot off here. As defense sees a shot. That one rang off the post as they nearly got a second chance here. As not in time, as after the one wild and crazy period, it's 1-0 Spy Ponders going into period number 2. I'm Phil Arcaro alongside Robert Paris and Brendan Lucas. We will see you in period number 2.
When you mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be yourself. Do good. Mentor a child. Call 1-877-BE-A-MENTOR.
Pardon the interruption, but we are back. Rapi Carlucci is in net for Burlington right now as the Ponders trying to skate through. As a shot, that one blocked. 14-10 to go in the second period, still 1-0 Spy Ponders. Shot turnover, rebound, scores! Here's a shot by Bonanno, and it goes through the pads of Jack Pinard. It is 1-1 with 14:03 to go in the second period. Unbelievable stuff. Well, let's check out the replay if we can. Yes, we will. Here's a great shot by Bonanno in the slot. Goes off the shoulders of Casey and into the back of the net. 14 minutes to go in the second period as the Devils make it 1-1. There we go. Thank you, Fenway scoreboard guy. As that one nearly goes off as a much more intensive second period than we've seen so far. Here's Bertolami. Fires that one just wide. Here's a shot once again. Rebound that one wide. Rebound, they score again! An empty net by Ryan O'Connor. Welcome back, number 12. 2-1 Devils with 13:31 remaining. Unbelievable. Just like that. In the span of less than 1 minute, Devils are now up 2-1. There's an initial shot, and that one's scored in the empty net by O'Connor. The Ponders need to play with more determination if they want to get this one in. 12. Here's a shot, that one blocked in front by Carlucci as Metzdorf gets it ahead. Ryan O'Halloran nearly had it, but it was turned over out at center. Here's Metzdorf. Over to Pat O'Halloran. Nobody home for that one so far, as that is nearly iced away. Here's Ryan O'Halloran weaving through the slot. O'Halloran. That pass was just over skated, intended for O'Connor, as that one is brought up in front. Miscommunication all around here in this one, as that one was blocked in front. Still 2-1 Devils coming in that one. Carlucci made the save on a penalty shot. Here comes Metzdorf weaving his way. Metzdorf shoots just off the net. Rebound, scores! Metzdorf nearly put it in. Ryan O'Halloran cashes it home. 3-1 Devils, and this is simply, oh my. Looks like it's going to be turned over. Let's see what they say. It's going to be high sticking. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty. So no goal for that one. As O'Halloran nearly got a second goal of the year. Here come the Devils. Casey shoots, that one blocked in front. As we'll see, the Ponders putting in their alternate goalies. Max Perkle, the freshman goalie, in for the Ponders. Here come the Ponders. Curran shoots, that one blocked by Carlucci. Carlucci seeing his first action in goal in a varsity game. That one goes behind the net. Paul Barbieri removed from the second at the start of the second period. Here's a shot, that one blocked by Carlucci. Rebound again is put up in front. Curran shoots, scores! The Ponders tie it up once again, courtesy of Brendan Jones, the freshman forward for Arlington. And again, we're all tied up at 2 after Curran made the initial shot. See right there. And Brendan Jones tipped it home. Face-off will once again be at center ice, as we are once again tied at 2. Face-off won by the Devils, but the Ponders get it back. Spy Ponders playing with a whole new groove, as that one was nearly a turnover. And now here's another chance for the Ponders once again. Sean Tomaszewski right behind the net. Tomaszewski. That one nearly turned over as the puck is brought down center ice, and now here come the Devils. Patrick Hayes moving on in, weaving his way through. That was from De La Santa, as he's still battling for it, or he's still battling for it behind the net. He's dropped down, and that's an icing. 10:51 to go in the second period, still 2-2 in favor. Well, again, not in favor. It is a tie here, 2-2. 10:51 to go in the second period of action. Face-off will be to the right of Perkle, the sophomore goaltender for the Spy Ponders, as well as Raffi DiCarlucci, another backup goaltender. And that one was stopped by Max Perkle. Not too much going on there. As that goes behind the net. Ponders trying to take chase here. Here's Mazzy. That one blocked. There's a shot. That one just off the glass as Bertolami brings it back. Flipped up in front as Savage will recover once again for the Red Devils. Bertolami ahead for Riley Gilberg, trying to play that one in the far side corner as there's some pushing and shoving going on in a battle for it. It's brought up by Bertolami again, nearly, but the Spy Ponders, bring it back up. Savage on the turnover. Back to Joe Barbieri. That one fired down, turned over once again by the Spy Ponders. And again, another turnover here as Savage nearly got it. As Gilberg gets his opponent away. Here's De La Santa firing that one. And that one was no good. And that one looks like it's Ryan O'Halloran who put the net off its moorings. As he'll be going to the sin bin for the first time tonight. 5-on-4 here for the Spy Ponders. We haven't called that often. Still 9:34 remaining in this one. Ryan O'Connor, Kyle Forrester and Peter Sheshereg on the draw here. It's won by Sheshereg as he plays it behind the Burlington net. Here's a shot. That one blocked and gloved down by DiCarlucci. Claiming 9:24 to go in the second period. Still a minute 20 to go in the 5-on-4. Burlington doing a pretty good job at killing off this penalty here. As that's turned over, cleared out of the zone. As Perkle will play it up. Here's Simon behind his own net. Simon gets it ahead. Nearly to number 20. Makes the shot. He's a shot off the glass as that one nearly goes all the way. It was off the netting. And now here's a shot. That one nearly turned over as DiCarlucci makes a save and a little bit of a shove down there as Pete Sheshereg is buried, but he's back up on his own power. 8:50 to go in period number 2. Bonanno on the face-off here to the left of DiCarlucci. Here's a shot, stopped by Barrett. Oh my goodness, they score again! The Ponders make it a 3-2 lead as DiCarlucci nearly got a hold of that puck, but it wasn't enough. It is 3-2. Spy Ponders It was nearly like we saw the Boston Latin game. Malatesta trying to make a move here and stuffs it in the empty net. As again, the Ponders take a 3-2 lead. We'll have to see who the official goal scorer was. Ponders win the draw initially. They still keep it in their own zone, as that's nearly turned over. There's a shot, a little spin-around move by Sean Casey, but it wasn't enough. Too many defenders right on in. Here's a shot, that one blocked and saved by Max Perkle. 8:22 remaining in the second period, still 3-2. So we'll see a face-off to the right of Perkle. He's going to go into the net, back off the ice. And in for the Spy Ponders is the trifecta of Spy Ponder goalies. Mark DeCourtney, the sophomore goaltender for Arlington. You know, it's nice to see all three goalies getting some play time in this game. It's very special for them. It's very special for us as broadcasters as well, because you don't really see too many of these games, at least at the high school level. That one is whistled dead. Still 8:11 to go in period number 2. Face off the neutral zone. Offsides is called. That one nearly brought up by the Devils. A shot stopped. Rebound again. That was nearly an empty net try, but as a battle for it out in front, DiCarlucci says the Snow Angel makes the stop. Getting the goal scoring now. Face-off won by the Ponders. A shot, and they score again! Oh, no! No, they don't. He's a one-timer in front. That one nearly in. Oh, my goodness. That was nearly a goal. It was trickling on the goal line, but no way, says the ref. And now here come the Devils. They're trying to get something to happen. That was Nick Delasanta on a turnover, and now it's turned over by the Ponders. Curran waits, shoots. That one blocked in the air. That's stopped by DiCarlucci once again. Nobody home for Burlington to get that one through. As a shot, that goes wide. Stick on the ice here for the Devils as Delasanta gets it ahead to no one in particular. Excuse me, that was Patrick Hayes, now turned over by the Spy Ponders. Here's a shot, he dives through, and a save by Barbieri as he takes the shot. Looks like that's going to be a penalty coming up, and it is. Probably goaltender interference if my mind is right. That, or we see a penalty shot like we did before. .7:05 remaining in the second period of play. Still 3-2 Spy Ponders. Forrester on the face-off here with the Ponders. That one was won by Arlington. There's a one-timer from the blue line. That one stopped as Forrester clears it out of the zone rapidly. Connor Descharnes in the sin bin for 4:30 as the Ponders try and make ends meet here. Going behind the net is Keneally. As that one nearly turned over, it goes into the benches and out of play. 6:31 remaining in period number 2. And again, 5-on-4. For this Ponders team. As that one nearly turned over. Brought up by Leosa. Leosa making a move. That one shot was blocked. It goes off the boards, down the ice. Russo is the first one to get it behind the Arlington net. Russo trickling down in front. or goes behind the net, rather. Leosa plays the puck. Ahead for Cheshire. Mike Callahan trying to make something happen. Is pushed aside on the boards. Here's a shot of the one-timer. That one fanned on as that was nearly a breakaway. Oh my goodness. A shot stop. Rebound is attempted to be cleared out and out to the other side, but nowhere to be found. Now it's cleared out by Russo as DeCourtney will play the puck. That's nearly turned over as the Ponders make a move. Still 5 on 5. Here's a shot, that one blocked. Rebound is loose as it's brought in by the Red Devils. O'Halloran nearly got it to Gilbert, but it was no good. Turned over by the Spy Ponders. And that one is nearly cleared ahead by Pat O'Halloran. Over to Gilbert, flipped up in the air. Still brought away. Here's Gilbert with the turnover. Over to Casey. Puts it in the zone as just almost exactly as the Spy Ponders get it out. That one nearly, and now it is turned over from center. And now here come the Devils once again as they try and make a move on it. O'Connor shoots that one way wide. And here's a shot from the slot. That one blocked, and now here come the Ponders. Making a move here. It's Ouellette. That one again blocked. Here comes O'Connor once again, trying to get redemption for that last overturned goal. O'Connor shoots wide as they'll try and make a move again. O'Connor recovers it behind the net. O'Connor in the far side corner puts it to Pat O'Halloran. It's a shot, that one blocked by DeCourtney as that one goes all the way down the ice. No icing is called. As on a line change, the Ponders will try to make a move here, but they don't. As it's cleared up, and now here come the Devils. In the slot, that one blocked. Or is it? Yes. It's still battling for it in the offensive zone. Kyle Forrester trying to make a move on it, but Jones gets the best of him. Here's Betzdorf nearly getting that one away as here comes Ryan for the Ponders. Ryan shoots. That one is behind the net. Line change for the Ponders here as that one is intercepted by the Ponders. Scramble for it out in front. Rebound. What a stop by Forrester as it's nearly cleared out as he was behind the net. Whistle was blown with 3:08 remaining in period number 2. DiCarlucci has done a good job so far in his first start of the year. As you can see again, Forrester denying the chance of a 4th Spy Ponder goal. Again, 3:08 remaining. Puck goes behind the net. Jeff Russo nearly turns it over, and he does. Here come the Ponders. A shot, McCurran shoots, and they score! It is Ryan Davies who makes it 4-2 Arlington. Excuse me, make that Brendan Jones. That's his second of the game. Let's take a look at the replay. Ponders on a breakaway here. And on the backhand, Curran gets it to Jones and makes it 4-2. Great job by number 13 and 86. No scoreboard here. Still 3:08 and counting down in this one. A shot, that one goes down. 2:42 remaining. Still 4-2 as Gilbert nearly turns it over at center. And he nearly recovers that puck. Icing is called. Brendan Jones officially gets the goal. And Curran will get the assist As again, 4-2, Spy Ponders just calling it right now, making it official. Kyle Forrester and Sean Tomaszewski on the faceoff here for Arlington. Faceoff won by the Ponders, as it's nearly chipped out all the way down into the boards, as we're going to see Max Correa in for Burlington. Correa suffered an injury in the preseason, was out for a few weeks, and now he's back as a goaltender. Metzdorf shoots, that one blocked, as Forrester was the nearest one there. Forrester weaves away. Here's Bonanno. Bonanno at the right point. Ryan nearly pokes at it as Forrester recovers it. Backhander shot by O'Halloran, and now that was nearly a breakaway. Bonanno recovers it. Loose stick on the ice belonging to a Spy Ponder. Now here come the Devils. Here's a shot. That one blocked in front. Rebound was there, and as DeCourgeny makes the save. 1:42 remaining in period number 2. Still 4-2. Spy Ponders. Face off again to the right of DeShazny. Goes behind the net. Here's Casey. Nearly over to Bonanno. That was loose out in there, as Bonanno couldn't get a hand on it. And now here come the Ponders once again. As again, that's turned over. As a little playing of ping pong here in the remaining minutes of the first minute of the second period. Devils trying to get a hold on this lead, or at least chip it down to 1. Here's a shot. Casey nearly had it, as Pat O'Halloran from an angle makes the shot. Too many Arlington defenders out there, and they easily clear it out. Here's a stick on it, as Correa makes the stop, as it was an almost goal from the Spy Ponders. Still battled for in front, and an offside's called. 43.1 seconds remaining in period number 2, as the Ponders still taking a 4-2 lead over the Burlington Red Devils at frozen Fenway here at Fenway Park. Face off in the neutral zone. It was an offsides call. Bridges over to Descharnes. Nearly got away, as the Ponders trying to get it behind. And now here come Bridges turns it over, gets it to Hayes. His older brother, Michael Hayes, is going to be playing in the Belmont Hill Tabor game coming up next in this exhibition. That one blocked in front, goes behind Correa. And that is the end of the second period, folks. And as the Ponders score 3, the Devils score 2, as it is 4-2. Spy Ponders after 2 periods of play. Phil Arcaro will see you in the third and final period of action in the Frozen Fenway Classic.
How far would you go to help someone? Would you go to the end of your driveway? Would you cross a street? Would you cross an ocean? To a place 6,000 miles from home? And how long would you go? Would you go for a week? A month? A year? Would you go for 2 years? Would you go if you could use your knowledge to teach someone, and in the process, maybe learn something yourself? Life is calling. How far will you go? Peace Corps.
Good evening and welcome back to the third period of action here at Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, as your Burlington High School Red Devils take on the Arlington Spy Ponders in the Frozen Fenway Classic, as it is the first time that public high schools have went to this contest. Burlington and Arlington doing very well so far, as the Spy Ponders up a 4-2 lead. 2 goals from Cameron Ryan, 1 goal from Brendan Jones, and another one from Keneally. Dana Keneally with the 4th goal for the Spy Ponders. For Burlington, Frankie Bonanno and Ryan O'Connor have 2 goals each, as Max Correa will and a net for the rest of the third period. No shots on goal just yet, as we are nearly set up for the third period of play. The Spy Ponders not in yet so far. Horn will sound, and it does. As the Spy Ponders will make the move up. Both teams strategizing what they'll do in the second period. It was a pretty interesting second period. 2 goals scored in less than a minute by Ryan O'Connor and Frankie Bonanno. And 3 more in the third. As again, a classy move by Burlington to put in all 3 goalies tonight for this game, as the Spy Ponders take the ice. Burlington coming in 2-3, not the Burlington Red Devils that we're used to seeing, as they dropped 2 contests in a row during the Christmas holiday. That one being Barnstable and Hingham. As the Spy Ponders are on a hot streak right now, 5-1 going into this one, as it sure has been a great contest. Paul Barbieri getting some advice from Max Correa, one of 2 senior goaltenders on this team. For both DiCarlucci and Correa, this is their second year in net as the backup. And for Max Correa, I believe it's his first year as a Red Devil on the varsity team. Face-off will be at center ice, as Frankie Bonanno and Peter Sheshrag will take the draw here for both teams. Rather chilly here, but still a little ice here. As it's picked up by the Devils once again. Here's Russo, that one blocked. Gets the rebound as it's nearly turned over by Spy Ponder, and Bonanno makes a move here. Here's a shot, that one blocked. Wraparound try for Sean Casey, that one didn't go through. Here come the Ponders. McDonald behind the net. McDonald nearly ahead for a Ponder, as that goes off. It goes out of play, and it's slapped after the whistle. 14:25 remaining in period number 3. Still 4-2 in favor of the Spy Ponders. Face off in the neutral zone. Casey wins the, or excuse me, that was Gilbert who won the draw initially. But the Spy Ponders get it again. Here's Bertolami. Bertolami, right behind the net, gets stuffed in the near side corner as they still battle for it. There's a little bit of confusion on the ice here as Bertolami gets it away to O'Connor. There's a shot, that one blocked by Spy Ponder. That was number 15, Matt Timon with the initial shot. That one fanned on, and now the Spy Ponders have a chance. Here's a shot, just off the, just wide rather. Devils trying to make a move here, down 2 going into this third period. Puck still battled for in the corner. Here's a shot, that one blocked. And a rebound is loose in front. Gilbert gets the rebound again. And the net goes off its mountings, and the ref blows the whistle to signal end of play. 13:26 to go in period number 3. Still 4-2 in favor of the Spy Ponders as the Devils trying to get out of this 2-goal hole and try not to lose their third in a row. Face-off won by the Devils. Descharnes battling for it. Brought up by Forrester once again. Over to O'Halloran. O'Halloran takes a shot behind the net. Backhand shot, save made by Max Correa as he stops it with his glove, and we'll see a little bit of pushing and shoving. But nonetheless, we'll see a face-off. 13:09 to go in the third and final period of play. As that shot goes behind the net. O'Connor nearly got that one out. As the Ponders get it back. Kelly had a shot. That one just wide right of the goal. Bridges nearly got the turnover. And now here come the Ponders once again. That one again turned over. And now the Devils make a move. O'Halloran with the initial fake shot. Then one nearly goes ahead. That was still whiffed on. And now here come the Devils. It's Metzdorf weaving through a shot. That one blocked in front. As the Devils trying to get this one in their zone. Line change for the Ponders here. As he makes a move. And now it's a turnover. And a 2-on-2 here for the Ponders. Here's a shot, that one loose in front. Carlucci makes the stop, and a whistle is blown. That was trickling in the goal line. Looks like the net went off its moorings now. 12:04 remaining in this final period of play, 4-2. As Bonanno takes the face-off for the Devils. That one is stopped. Not too sure what number it is for, as Russo nearly got that one out. It was kicked away by Bonanno. O'Connor, or rather, Sean Savage with the initial puck there, and someone was offsides. As Sean Casey and company with Bonanno take the face-off. Out 1-1 by the Devils. Barbieri ahead for Savage. That one ahead for Bonanno. That one blocked initially, and now the Devils get it back. Behind the net is Casey. He gets checked on the boards. He'll race after it. Barbieri nearly had a chance there, but it's turned over by the Ponders. Still some pushing and shoving ahead as Barbieri clears it out. Barbieri at center. Barbieri over to Casey, and that one is offsides. John Casey not really happy about the call, but nonetheless, we'll see a face-off in the neutral zone. Gilbert wins the draw. That one stopped And the Devils trying to make a move on it here. Gilbert picks it up, nearly gets it away. It's nearly turned over by Ryan O'Connor, but somehow the Ponders get it back. Loose puck up at center ice as Ponders trying to avoid the offsides here. Carlucci makes the initial stop. Here's a shot, that one off the glass, as they still battle for in the near side corner to the right of Di Carlucci. There's a shot weaving his way through, and now the Devils trying to take chase. Bertolami nearly got the puck turned over by the Ponders. 10:18 left in the game. Still 4-2. Still battling forward in the half wall. Savage gets it away. Savage in the slot. Savage turned over by the Ponders. That one stopped. And it goes behind the net as they still battle for it, but still in play. Devils trying to bring it back here. Less than 10 remaining. There's Bertolami over to Ryan O'Connor out in front, but that one is nowhere near him. Line change up here for the Devils. As Perkle, that's the shot that's blocked. And now a head for Ryan O'Halloran. That one is poked out. Ponders making turnovers aplenty here in this third period. Here's Curran in the slot. Exit ahead. Curran goes wide right. And now here's Ryan O'Halloran. Ryan O'Halloran ahead. Initially ahead 4. It's his own rebound. A shot. That one wide. Kind of Forster trying to get his first goal since March of last year. As that one is stopped by the Spy Ponder goaltender. Garrity made the initial stop. Face off won by the Ponders. That one nearly a dangerous play for Arlington, but they get it out anyway. Here's Bridges turned over, or rather it's Matt Timon who turned it over. Now here come the Ponders. A shot from Curran. That one is gloved down by Di Carlucci. 8:34 remaining. Still 4-2. We're going to see a face-off here. No penalty. Looks like it was originally a penalty, but it was called off. O'Halloran gets it ahead. Over to Forrester now. Forrester weaving his way through. That one nearly turned over. And now Timon gets it up at center. Timon nearly got it in front of the late penalty coming up here against the Ponders. And as Sean Casey took a beating. Well, and we'll see a Ponder for the box for the first time. Or for the first time this period, rather. Santasuso in the box for 1:30. Gilbert taking the face-off here. Here's a shot, that one blocked again out in front as Bonanno nearly got that one. Barbieri makes the save. Barbieri coming back in for Burlington. It's a great pass over to Forrester. Forrester making a move. Forrester shoots one blocked. Rebound is again blocked. And here come the Ponders once again. Callahan getting a move here. A shot. Oh, just wide off the glass. It's a 2-on-2 developing. Now here's Casey. Casey loses the puck behind the net. It's it ahead for Jeff Russo. Russo still battling for it behind the net. Over to Gilberg. Gilberg back for O'Halloran. Shoots off the glass and out of play. As O'Halloran almost made it a 1-goal game. Still 4-2 in favor of the Spy Ponders over the Burlington Red Devils. Scramble for the puck out in front here. Here's O'Halloran, Ryan O'Halloran, over to Metzdorf. Metzdorf. Back to Ryan O'Halloran once again near the red line. O'Halloran turned over. Metzdorf shoots one, blocked in front. Rebound was brought up by Kyle Forrester. Here's a shot. That one again blocked. Metzdorf gets the rebound, nearly trips away. And now here's Metzdorf again. Metzdorf loses it. As the penalty expires and we're back to 5-on-5. Off the bench he goes as Metzdorf trying to make something happen, and he gets a check there. That's going to be a penalty coming up if there was one. And Barbieri makes the stop. And so just after we saw 5-on-4 hockey, we'll see 5-on-4 once again. This time the Ponders get the power play. Yeah, that's a hit from behind right there for Drew Metzdorf as we see the replay. Face off to be made by Kevin Ouellette and Kyle Forrester. Puck still in the Arlington end. That one loosened. That was battled up in the air, but the Ponders recover. Still struggling for it are both teams. Here's Cheshireg. Joel Cheshireg, that is. Turned over by Forrester, and it's cleared out. Excuse me, that's a boarding call. So Drew Metzdorf in the box for boarding. As the Ponders move it up here. That was not doing too well here on the 5-on-4. Short-handed. And it goes behind the net. Here's a shot. That one wide. As both teams trying to battle for it this time. Bridges. Ahead for Helion. Going behind the net. Once again, it's Joel Cheshireg. It's to the head, turned over, and now here comes Ryan O'Halloran, as that was blocked out in front, or blocked out at center, excuse me. Line change here for Arlington. Making nice calm shifts here. That's immediately turned over by the Red Devils. Ryan looking for a second of the night. As he weaves his way, gets through nearly everyone except Pat O'Halloran, who tried to save that shot. So battle for behind the net. The Ponders still get it away. Here's a shot. That one blocked. Trickling on the goal line, and that is stopped by Barbieri. 4:46 to play in period number 3. If the Devils want to have a chance, they need at least score one in this one more in this contest, rather. Bonanno wins the draw for Burlington over to Hartling. Fourth liner's doing really well so far. Here's Russo at center. Russo shoots. That one pad stopped by the Ponders. Still battled for in the near boards. As it's brought up at the right point, or the left point, excuse me. And it went again turned over at center. As he was looking for a Red Devil. Loose puck. Brought up again by the Ponders. Even strength here as of just a minute ago. As that's whistled away. 4 minutes remaining in this third period. 4-2 Spy Ponders on this lovely, cold, clear day in Boston, Massachusetts. Gilberg won the draw, but the Ponders pick it up first. Barbieri gloves it down. and holds on. 3:54 remaining in period number 3. Devils trail by 2. As that faceoff is won by the Ponders, as they nearly got a chance out there. And Bertolami had Ryan O'Connor, but O'Connor did not look at the puck. Well, was behind the net, a shot. Barbieri makes the stop. As O'Connor trying to weave his way through. Here's Ryan O'Connor at center, ahead for Joe Bertolami. Bertolami makes a move up in the air. Here's a shot. He falls down. Loose puck. And it's recovered by Riley Gilbert. Gilbert behind the net for O'Connor. O'Connor. That's a backhander. Bertolami nearly had a chance, but didn't find the puck. Barbieri whiffed on it, and now here come the Ponders. Still back and forth here. Line change coming up for the Red Devils as they try and take pace here. 2:50 remaining as the Ponders take a 4-2 lead over the Red Devils. Pat O'Halloran behind the net. It's it ahead to number 8. He's not on the roster. Here's a shot. That one again goes wide. Still battling forward in the corner. Still 2:28 remaining. As Keneally trying to get a second of the night, but was denied by Marr. Now here's a turnover. Almost to the Devils, but nobody there for Burlington. Quickly turned over. And now the Ponders getting saved here. Here's Keneally. That's the shot from Curran, and that one is stopped by Barbieri. 2 minutes remaining exactly in this game here. Still 4-2. In favor of the Spy Ponders. Forrester on the faceoff. He wins the draw. Back to Tynan. Nobody there for Burlington to get that one away, so Tynan gets it back. Pushed aside was Sean Casey. He's a shot. They score! We're not too sure who got the goal, but 1:44 remaining. That might be the dagger for Burlington. And it's Joel Hanley who gets the goal for the Devils, slipping one right past Barbieri as he went 5-hole on number 29. 1:42 remaining. Burlington down by 3. As a shot right at the post, they score! Just like that! No more than 3 seconds later, Sean Casey gets it past the Spy Ponders goaltender. It is 5-3 with 1:37 remaining. That's the spark they might need, but is it enough? Sean Casey digging everyone, as you see that replay there. Rang off the pipe and in. Face-off will be won by, will be setting up here for the face-off. Here's a shot as Bridges gets it ahead for Tynan. That one immediately turned over. Racing after it is Jeff Russo. Over to Timmy Bridges. And looks like we'll get a whistle here with 1:27 remaining. So 1:27 to go in period number 3. Devils down by 2 going in this one. Empty net here for the Devils as they try the 6-on-5. It's worked sometimes, but not all the time, as we'll see 2 Spy Ponders in the penalty box. 6-on-3 here for the Devils. A shot, that one blocked ahead. As another try, again blocked by Bernard, as that one is batted away by Bonanno, avoiding the empty net. And that play is whistled dead, 1:14 remaining. Still counting down, now down to 1:11. Face off in the neutral zone once again, empty net for the Red Devils. 1:11 remaining in period number 3. That one blocked. Looks like the Devils win the face-off here. Mick Curran's going to shoot and score. Mick Curran gets the icing on the cake. It's 6-3 with 1:05 remaining. And for the Arlington Spy Ponders, that's all she wrote. As we go into the net, 6-3 Devils, 1:05 remaining in the third period. Casey will take the face-off here. Excuse me, that's Chris Geddick taking the face-off. Fourth line doing very well here in this one. Well, not so well, rather. Fourth line seen an appearance in the last legs of the game. And here's a chance for the Devils. A shot, that one blocked away. As the LaSanta nearly had a stick on it. 36 remaining. And that one is stopped by the Ponders goaltender. 32.3 remaining in this one. It is a 6-3 victory. Or it will be a 6-3 victory for Arlington. Taking the face-off here to the right. As you see the marching band battles. As I'll just move it up behind the net. Savage takes the puck ahead for Geddick. Geddick shoots. That one blocked in front. Excuse me, off the pads of the Spy Ponders. 13 seconds remaining. They'll just ice it down. And with 7 seconds remaining, they'll just clear it out. And with that, the Arlington Spy Ponders have won the Frozen Fenway game. A disappointing loss for the Burlington Red Devils. A great win for the Arlington Spy Ponders, as they celebrate behind the goal and Burlington just ready for handshakes. Seems like Arlington basically outplayed Burlington for much of this game, but a classy move by Bob Concession to put in all 3 goalies, but he didn't have to put in all 3 goalies, just to get the experience for all those players. And even for us, it's an honor to cover this game, win or lose. Burlington would drop to 2-4. However, since this is an MIAA entitlement game, these do not count on their records and will not count. So the Devils will stay at 2-3. The Ponders will stay at 5-1. So your final score out here at Fenway Park: Arlington 6, Burlington 3. I'm Phil Arcaro alongside Brendan Lucas and Robert Parrish. We'd like to acknowledge people 2 booths to the left down from us. Those from Arlington Community Media, Jeff Monroe, Kevin Wetmore, and Walter Scott, along with the Focus Media crew from ACMI. We'd like to thank them for covering this game as well. And so once again with that, the Spy Ponders get the W over the Burlington Red Devils. A final score of 6-3. I'm Phil Arcaro. We'll see you next week on January 17th as the Burlington Red Devils will face the Malden Catholic Lancers in the Middlesex versus Catholic shootout at O'Brien Rink in Woburn. Good night, everybody.